Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Here we go, another build. You're looking at a cornhole built out of one sheet of plywood. Yeah, I just got that haircut. I'm kind of embarrassed. I paid for it. Anyways, let's start off. Okay, so I do one sheet of plywood, 3/4 inch cabinet grade plywood. I measure it out to 23 and 7/8, just shy of the 24 inches to accommodate for the girth of the cut. That was one sheet I cut out. I can get a full 4 sheets out of it. So 2 of them will be for the boards, and then I cut the other 2 down to 2.5 inches. Try to get as much out of each sheet of plywood that I can. Here I'm cutting out the last cut, I believe, using my handy dandy track saw. Then I take it over to the table saw. Then I cut out the 2.5 inch lengths out of 2 of the sheets. I actually get, it's almost 2.5 worth of material, 2.5 cornhole boards out of it. See right here, I'm cutting it down to my 2.5 inches. So I try to get both sheets cut all the way down. That way, that's all the scrap that I got left over. Boom! Now that's strength. Here's where I'm cutting the second sheet down. 2.5 inches is the measurement that I use for the rails. These are the rails and the legs. Anybody's looking for sponsors? Coca-Cola? Give me a call. Hey. All right, and let's see right here. I cut these sides down to 47 1/4. That way, oh, shop dog. Little Easter egg nugget here. Oh, that's Maya. All right, here we go. Cutting down the sides, I believe. I cut them down to just shy of, I can't think of it. We're going to have to try to add it in. All right, I got the legs cut out. Now we're getting to the handles beginning cut out of the sides. I have one pre-cut. What I do is I use a flush trim bit in my router. Got the vacuum connected. Milwaukee. Hit me up if you're looking for a sponsor. Let's see, I'm getting it set up here. Vacuum's on. This thing is loud, trust me guys. I'm glad you guys don't have to hear it. Sucker's loud. Vacuum. Here's a better shot of what we got going on here. Cutting the handle out of 2 of the boards, that way each set has a handle on one side. It's a great little touch. Here I'm marking out where my Craig screws are going to go, using the Foreman again. I think I put 7 or 8 in each side. 3/4 inch stock material. 1 1/4 inch Craig screws are used. And this is the easiest way, and this is super sturdy. These things aren't going anywhere. All right, and here's the other side without the handle. I get the Craig pocket holes lined up with the jig that I have set up. This way I can kind of batch them out. Here I'm getting the top, center, and bottom set up. And I do 1 on each side and 1 in the middle. It's more than enough strength to hold it all together. Little sand. Nice and smooth and clean. I'll start off sometimes with a 60 grit and go down to 150, 120 grit. This is the jig that I set up. That way I get all my frames and everything set up. I make a lot of cornhole boards, guys. I thought this would be a cool video, kind of show you guys how I kind of set it up. There's my middle brace, top brace, and the bottom brace is all the way at the bottom there. I mark out the side with the handle, that way I don't get that confused either. And here I get it all lined up. I use a clamp to get it all in line with each other in case there's any twist or bowing going on. This puts it right back into square. There we go. That's one frame. Getting the other one set up and done. Little zip, zap, zoop. That's not mine. That's Bourbon Moth. He's a YouTuber on here. You guys should check him out. He does some great stuff too. Let's see. Zero. If you're looking for a sponsor, Gatorade Zero. Hit me up. All right, right here we're getting the frames put on the tops. I do a same thing. I do a little sanding on the back, get rid of any discrepancy, any rough spots. Sometimes I'll put the clamp down just to make sure that it's perfectly flat as well. And then we line up the bottom, give it a pocket screw, line up the top. There's about a ½ inch gap on the top and the bottom, and maybe quarter of an inch to 1/8 of an inch on the sides. I had my assistant with me. She's gonna screw these in for me. She's got it down. You got to be careful not to go too far in as well, because then it will poke out the top, but I think she kind of figured that out real quick. Let's see, that's one down, lining it up, getting the second one ready for her, and there we go. Zip, zip, zip. Not zip, zap, zoop. Making it my own. All right, and she's putting the pockets. Oh, we got a little friend there. I was hoping it would scare her. Nope, didn't even care. Oh, ah! She got a little. Hey, ah! Go away. Get. Oh, forgot one. Okay, this is where she's like, hey, I think I might have forgotten one. And yes, you did. Forgot that one. Crisis averted. Whew. Got it. All right, right here we're measuring out for the hole. It's a 6-inch hole, 9 inches from the top, and 12 inches from each side, because obviously 24 inches. We get it right centered perfectly. That's my spot. That's my mark. And 6-inch hole saw. This is the best way to do it, just because you have that perfect 6-inch circle. You can also use jigsaw, but I like using the 6-inch hole saw. I guess because I make a lot of them. Give it a nice 1/4 inch round over all the way around, top and bottom of the hole. Now we're getting ready to make the legs. I want to say it's 1.25 inches, right centered, 1.25 inches from the top. Give a little half circle. There we go. Nice. Little half circles. And we're ready. And the legs are cut down to 15 degree angles. I got it kind of measured down, guys. It's right at like 11 3/4 lengthwise, and then right at 15 degrees from the bottom. I've been making them so long that I just have those measurements down. Here I get over to the bandsaw and cut off the excess material to make it a little easier, as close as I can get it to the line. It saves me a lot of time. And I'm not sure what happened to the top of my bandsaw there. That's a brand new bandsaw with some rust happening on it. All right, right here we're at the disc sander, and right here's where I get it nicely all the way down to the line that I marked earlier. This is a great way to do things. Just get it cut down as close as you can to the line, and then get it sanded down precisely to the line, and you should be good to go. Here we use a 3/8 inch drill bit to get the hole in the legs. We're going to use a 3/8 inch bolt. Little sanding action. One of my favorite things to do. Alright, right here I use a 1/8 inch spacer at the top to allow the leg to move freely. We clamp it down, and there's another 3/8 inch drill bit. Try to go in as straight as you can, so that way you don't get any rocking. 3/8 inch bit. There we go, close up. And then I put a block on the outside to reduce any tear out. And there you go. Puts you perfectly where you need to be. Drill bit, or sorry, bolt. And then next is going to go a washer. Then your leg. Then another washer. Then a lock washer. And a 3/8 inch nut. There you go. Things shouldn't go anywhere, even with vibration and everything. Let's see how we did. Yep, tap it on both sides. Yep, little tap tap. Let's see how. Look at that. Sharp. Now you guys can add a wrap to it. You can stain it. You can paint it. Give it a little tester. There you go. Little trick shot action. I actually made this on the first shot, and she said I didn't get you, so let's do it again. Oh, and swisheroo for 2. That's it, guys. Cornhole boards. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.